Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
This defense for the Broncos, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd down, Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On the set.
Now a play fake here on first down. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. 2nd and long. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot, maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake, trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's got some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson going deep this time for Miller. And got his man complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. But the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a handoff up the middle. Wallace. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos
score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
They'll run with Cook. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Pat Freiermuth.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's going to field this at the 4. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. And a loose football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Wilson. Going up top for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there. It'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. The defense with a nice play, not being able to win.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is, we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down at 4. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
The head space is there. I really like the thought process, right? Got a guy's defensively.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try to get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Wilson's throw taken in by Miller. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got Anderson right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, red, yellow.
They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. There he goes left side.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Zerline now for the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Commanders 21.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
12 yards. And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
13 yards on the play.
Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Denver.
Now it's Wilson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Zerline good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but it's caught inside the 25. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to, because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos.
Just shy of midfield at the 48. They run the counter. Wallace. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Going up top. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The Broncos send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Let's go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on third down. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
We always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
On fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, yeah, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot.
It's caught inside the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Deep. Give him an inch.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flushed out right.